Hey guys, welcome to Skism Gaming. Bear with me for this episode because this is the first one I've ever made, so I'll try and make it as exciting as I can. But what I'm going to go through you with today is how to set up a good base defense. I know a lot of people have metal structures set up and they might have 3 or 4 metal structures set up just like the base on the hill, but it can still be broken into. So what we've done, we have an outpost set up in the cave originally just for, another place where we can store resources, and we got hit. We always got hit. We've been hit more times than we can count, and it's, I guess, part of the game because it is a PvP server, but don't let it discourage you. You do find ways to improve on that. What we've done is, obviously we've got this massive defense set up in here, but the dino gates don't come with that much HP. They've got 6,200 HP. It requires about 16 to 17 nades to destroy a metal dino gate, and they do about 400 damage to a metal dino gate. C4, it requires about 6 or 7, because C4 does around about 1,000 damage, maybe 1,000 to 1,200 damage to a dino gate, so you can be broken into quite easily. So what we've done is set up in a cave, a bit like the Mines of Moria. That was my attempt of trying to make this exciting, but it's like a Get Smart sort of setup. So what we've done is we've got all the doors linked to a keypad and attached by electricity cords, and I'll show you the way that works a little bit later on, but it just makes it easier opposed to having to open up and close every door one at a time. I'll turn off the torch, it's quite bright. So once you get through our level of protection here, to set up a better defense, what we do have is all these lights set up here. It is a strategic position why we've done this, because what we have is miniguns set up, and we're going to put more and more here, so when you do come in and we turn all the lights, you won't be able to see what's shooting you. It's going to make it a lot harder to actually take out our miniguns. So I'll close the gate. What we've done is we've got them set up to a keypad. Is that the code? Yes it is. We change it every day. Now some people might think it's cheap setting up in a cave, but it does save us a lot of time, because a lot of people have their dinosaurs, you put them in the little metal dino pen, and they still get somehow glitched and people kill them through the metal dino gate. So we can actually set up a lot of dinos in the cave. We can have your birds, you can have your sabers, you can have your anklos, carnos, triceratopses. So it keeps them safe, it allows them to reach that higher level, and they've got to go through all that defense to actually get through to destroy our dinos. So yeah, caves can be really good to actually have an outpost here, like we've done here. We've actually now made this more towards our main base, because we're not getting raided every night, we're not losing dinos, and it is saving us on time. Important thing for new people starting up, if you can make stone walls or stone defenses, it's definitely recommended. You don't require cement paste to actually make it anymore, so it can be quite cost effective. And if you just say you go up to it, you're hitting it, you only do 1 damage, and when you're raiding a base, 1 damage really isn't time effective. You really need to get through quickly. So if you got stone, it adds that extra level of defense. It requires 4 to 5 nades to take out stone, but it's better than someone coming along with a Carno or a T-Rex or any high-end dino that can actually destroy your wood. So stone's that next level of protection. Definitely recommend to actually have it in your base. We've got some just color coordinated supply boxes. This is for the different members in the tribe. The guys definitely have the pink ones. Jump in our base real quickly. So you got the forges, smithy table. A fabricator is something that a lot of people, when you start getting towards that mid-higher end game, you can start making your flak armor and your higher end weapons. It requires gasoline to run. Fridge is another really important, structure or furniture you should definitely have within a base, because what it does is it powers off the generator, which I'll show you a little bit later. But with the fridge, what you can do is you can actually store a lot of meat in here, and it lasts a lot longer. So if you want to tame that perfect dinosaur, or you want to get the effectiveness and efficiency up to the maximum, what you can do is you can go off and farm and have a lot of cooked meat in here. And this is at 1 day and 14 hours. When we put it in there, it was actually 3 days, so you can get a long time out of it. You can actually store prime meat as well, not cooked prime meat, but just raw prime meat, and you get about 45 minutes. So if you kite it back to your base, you can really maximise the amount of efficiency you can get. You can have food here, so when you log on, it lasts 15 hours, even longer actually, it's been overnight. So you can actually, when you log in, just switch it to your inventory, and you don't have to actually go off and farm anything. So what we got through here, through the gates here, we have a little setup of a generator. This powers everything through the yellow electricity cords and the miniguns. and that requires gasoline to run as well. You can connect as many electrical devices as you want. It's still just going to run off the one generator, which is really good. Now, if you're a person setting up a metal base and you're starting to get to that level, it is worthwhile, instead of spending all these resources building the metal structures, because people can get through with 6 or 7 C4s, or nades are less costly to make, so definitely nades are the best way when you want to go through objects or through metal. But instead of building all these metal objects, build a safe. A safe has 50,000 HP, and it takes a lot more nades to get through. It takes around about 130 nades to destroy, or 40 or 50 C4 to actually get through. It's really good. And when you put down a safe, make sure you put it down across 4 metal foundations. If you have it just on the 1 metal foundation, if they destroy that metal foundation, your safe will be destroyed and they can loot it. So definitely put it across 4 metal foundations, because they have 15,000 HP, the metal foundations. So look at doing that. And when you put down a safe, if you do put down a safe, make sure you put a pin in the safe. It's so important, because if you don't go and set a pin, people can still rob you. We were raiding the cave, we were preparing to, bring all these nades to destroy a few safes, and the tribe forgot to put a pin on the safes or the vaults, and we got through. So yeah, it was really fun actually. So hopefully you guys have liked this video. I guess, what do they say? Rate, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.